A man had 3 drinks, and it cost him 3 days. Worse sleep that night, ate badly the next day, skipped the gym, recorded a worse podcast, 3 units of alcohol, and the dominoes ran for 72 hours. The internet watched the clip and decided he was soft. Well, they missed it. He wasn't telling a story about alcohol. He was telling a story about a machine, and he's wearing it on his wrist. The man is Steven Bartlett, CEO of Diary of a CEO, the fastest growing podcast on the planet with tens of millions of downloads a month. He stopped drinking at 30. Newsflash. Well, he decided to try a couple of glasses of wine at 31, and the way he tells it, those drinks ruined the next 3 days. Now, the easy take here, bro, it's just wine. Have a drink, touch grass. And within 48 hours of that clip going viral, all of social media had the exact same POV. Joyless optimization freak. Well, I think that autopsy is wrong because here's the part nobody's asking. How does a man know that 3 drinks cost him 3 days? You don't do that only off a feeling. You know that because something measured it. To pin 3 bad days on 3 drinks, you need surveillance, resting heart rate, HRV, sleep stages, a recovery score that greets you before your own thoughts do. That is an entire product category, and it's enormous. Oura, the ring, hit an $11 billion valuation. Whoop, the band, raised at $10.1 billion. The wider fitness tracking market is on track to do $377 billion by 2035. Now, let's just sit with the Whoop number for a second because it tells you everything you need to know. Whoop isn't selling you a device, it sells you a description. The hardware is free, but you pay monthly or yearly forever. So the business model isn't here, buy this thing. The business model is check in on it every single day. A company worth $10 billion needs you to wake up and ask a piece of plastic how you slept before you ask yourself how you feel. That's not a fitness tracker. That is, in fact, a relationship, my friends, and you're not the one being optimized in it. Here's the trap, and it's an old one. Economists call it Goodhart's law. When a measure becomes a target, it stops being a good measure. The second your sleep score becomes the goal, you start optimizing the score, not the sleep. And the number is not the thing. So let me show you what actually happened, what the actual things, the outputs a good life is supposed to produce. Happiness. The US ranked 11th in the world in 2012. By 2024, it had fallen to 24th. One of the steepest drops of any wealthy tier 1 country. And for Americans under 30, well, we're cooked. We rank 62nd. Connection. The share of Americans eating every meal alone is up 53% in 2 decades. A quarter of the country now eats every meal by themselves. Kids, the U.S. fertility rate just hit a record low, down about 23% since 2007. Among women aged 25 to 29, the share with no children climbed from about 50% to 63% in 10 years. So run the numbers up. We have never measured ourselves more precisely. HRV to the millisecond, sleep score to the percentage point, recovery quantified before I had my first cup of coffee. And over that same time frame, happier? No. More connected? No. Building families? Absolutely not. We optimized the dashboard and we did not figure out how to live life more. This is where Bartlett stopped being just a story and becomes a case study, because Bartlett didn't just use the optimization machine. He is one. Diary of the CEO isn't just a podcast. It's a content engine. He turned his own life into a production line. So of course he tracks his recovery like his P&L. His body is another input in the show. His downtime, he has to measure that because it's an asset. And that's the tell for the whole industry. The optimization economy doesn't sell health. It sells the gap, the distance between how you feel and how a number says you should feel. Wearables don't profit when you're feeling well. They profit when you're checking. The anxiety isn't a side effect of the product. The anxiety is the product. A device that told you you're fine, stop looking. Why care? It would go out of business. Now, I'm not here to tell you to throw your Oura ring or Whoop band in the ocean. The data isn't fake, it's real. Some of it is genuinely useful. I'm not selling you any product. I don't have any healthcare product to sell you. I'm telling you to notice the structure. There is a $190 billion industry that needs you to wake up uncertain about your own body every single day so it can sell you certainty. You start believing the scoreboard over your own body. The question isn't whether you're optimized, it's who's holding the scoreboard and what they're charging you to read it. At a certain point, I think that we need to take a really deep look at ourselves and ask the question, are we living life to live anymore?